Those guys have caused a ton of accidents.
Randy and George not coming?
George isn't. He was at the library. And
Yeah, I just texted him.
that is is there an extra agenda?
Grab. Is that enough? No, it's not agenda.
Big week this week.
The comments on my, the synopsis they give you, it says you should question whether you even like fantasy football.
Alrighty. We have 1 minute. Do you want to put this under new business or under staff reports?
I had it just as 5.6.
Okay.
Staff reports. Yeah.
It's 3 o'clock.
5.6?
So
Or
6.5.
6.5. This last.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Call the meeting to order. I'll acknowledge the Smoking Valley wants to learn, work, and organize its ancestral traditional territory of the Smoking people, the home of the Upper Smoking Indian Band. We have one agenda item to add, and that's 6.5, and that'll be a staff report from Gary Wee, social media contract. With that, can I get a motion to accept as amended?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
So second.
Willis, all in favor? Carried. I don't want any hesitancy from you guys. There's nobody else to look at. Adoption of the September 3rd meeting minutes.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Willis.
Second.
Gould, heirs or missions, all in favor? That's carried, thank you. And the September 9th committee of the whole minutes.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Gould, Willis, all in favor? Carried. We have no petitions or delegations, which takes us to number 6, staff reports. The first one will be Princeton Fire Department. Chief, you're up.
I'm on.
You're up. You can get out of here real quick this way.
I need to be out of here real quick.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Dated good afternoon. Dated August 14th. This is our call volume up to that point, and recently it's been added to quite a bit. January 1st to August 1st, call volume to date 110 calls. Town calls 65, RDOS 45. We're playing with the 2/3, 1/3 there. Alarm activations are 19. MVIs 23, just what we talked about. Structure fires have been 3. Vehicle fires 4. Wildfire bushfires 20. Agency assist, that can be EHS or any other agency that requires our help. EHS is 9, road rescue 2. There's a note here, road rescue response. When there's a lack of members on road rescue, working, etc., they page up the fire department. I don't have a problem helping them. They get reimbursed through EMBC. But on these, the town of Princeton, our members go, the town of Princeton out of the budget pays for that. It's something that I need to look into. We're supplementing them.
Do you get a task number from, because I know rescue gets a task number. Do you guys get that
Through
same?
PEP? No. We're included in their task number if we go on them. It's on their truck. The incident today, we applied for a separate task number.
Okay.
So if we go strictly fire, mutual aid, we have an agreement with Wildfire Service and the RDOS, so that's all spoken for. Nothing with road rescue.
So something we should.
Yeah,
You
we'll
guys
make
should-
sure we invoice for that.
Okay.
We'll check into that. And this was for an incident up at Sunday Summit where there was an individual that had been missing for a few days, and they found the individual, so they just needed help to do a recovery. Okay. I had two additions onto this too. Our new fire hall. On Thursday last, we had our walkthrough with LegCorp and the building inspector. Everything up there looks great. A few deficiencies, so they're hanging around to complete them. I think everyone should have a walkthrough, get an idea of the size, how big. LegCorp was quite impressed that the town of Princeton could put it into place. Our walkthrough day a year ago was when they started our meetings, so it was 1 year to the date that it was completed. Usually it takes 2-3 years. So, and I'm getting more calls. Tofino's looking at a fire hall, and they've been asking for input. So is the North Okanagan. So, and an update on our fire truck, our new one. Cab and chassis has been sitting at Abbotsford Freightliner for about 4 or 5 months. That's because they take possession of it. Hub doesn't touch it until they have everything in place and it can start going down the production line. Hub did get the truck and found deficiencies in it, so they sent it back to Freightliner to have those corrected. So Hub's still getting components together to start the build. So that's working. Once we get into a queue, we're on our way.
We don't get reimbursed for any of those MVIs either, do we?
No.
Okay. I heard that there's a way to get reimbursed through, I don't know how, but because we're not a medical response.
First responder, no.
Then when we get called out, there's supposed to be a way. So I'm going to ask James and Lyle to work with you to. If there
I
is.
believe
way,
there's a mechanism through ICBC.
Yeah, because we're not a first responder.
Didn't we talk about this before?
Well, we got another one that we're working on for
Oh,
house
different.
fires, but this is kind of the same principle. Insurance should be covering it. So.
Well, like the incident today, it was a multi-vehicle incident with a fire. Nobody can go near till the fire is out. And the last thing I want to see is any of the first responders, police, ambulance, road rescue, within a scene, and all of a sudden a fire erupts. A first responder can be trapped. I mean, I'm not going to stretch our boundaries to Manning Park, etc., but we do help them out.
Are these numbers up or down from?
Pardon me?
Are these numbers up or down from last year, or?
They're pretty much stagnant. Our motor vehicle calls are up. Our alarm activations gone phenomenal.
Mhm.
We used to have 10 a year. We're crowding 50 per year.
So alarm, is that just like house alarms? Yeah.
It's next to
Because
Huh?
No, it's because of TELUS. Because as soon as you hook up to that automated system, you burn toast.
big promotion to get
Oh, I got you.
fire alarm
Or
systems.
overcook your lasagna.
There's fire alarm systems that were promoted in the town, and it's not strictly Princeton. The sensors are put into positions where they're supposed to work, but they overwork outside of bathrooms, in the kitchen. When COVID hit, people couldn't go out and eat, so they tried their hand at cooking at home. Burnt pizza, bacon, lasagna, and we have
Calls went up.
frequent flyers we keep going to. We just go and make sure everything's okay, so.
I
this
wasn't
is-
going to bring you up.
I appreciate that, sir.
So,
Yeah.
and it's odd that you have a nice hot shower, open door, and the steam hits the detector, and
Yeah,
we're there before you dry off.
And who covers that cost?
we do.
The town,
Huh.
that's something else. Other departments, municipalities have a billing process,
To bill back to the property?
and it can be,
Everyone would shut their alarms off though.
we don't want that, but we want to educate them that it's not a perfect system. So Oliver bills you per truck. So if we ship out a pumper, it's over $600 an hour.
And yet TELUS is getting the fee for this service.
Yes.
So this is something we can work on too, is maybe that new program will be able to bill for it.
More people, our calls just keep going up, up, up.
Yeah, interesting.
Can I ask on the number of your membership, how is your membership numbers?
We're about 23, 24. Fairly stagnant. Biggest thing is the workforce. Younger people are working to try and get them in to do the training, etc. And it's a commitment. More departments are going through this problem. It seems like when we have a big incident, they all show up. So we're fortunate here. We have 3 departments. ICA Mutual Aid, Carameus is great, Eris is great, and so is Tuolumne.
Mhm.
So they can come right in, and they're more than happy to come in.
As well as we can go there to help
Pardon
them.
me?
As well as we can go there to help
Yes,
if they need it, which I really like that we did that.
yes.
I think that's important.
So,
So strong numbers,
pardon me?
strong numbers.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
all right.
We'll talk later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. That one's out. We'll do grant and aid allocation, 6.2. Recommendation, do we need? No. We just have a recommendation that 3,000 go to Bruce and Cookney's phone call.
So just my comment would be on the background in there, it says for coaches honorariums, and is it not just for coach training?
Yeah, I think it should read coach training, yeah.
'Cause, yeah, honorariums is something that's explicitly not allowed to be covered in the grant
Yeah.
aid policy.
Yeah, no, it may be like a reimbursement for their training costs. So it looks like it goes to the coaches, but it's actually for
It's to the
training.
club.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
I'll
By
second.
Rose, second by Gould. All in favor? Carried. Permissive tax exemption report, James, quick one on that.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. So, just for council's consideration is the business tax exemption report. The deadline for business tax exemptions was in July. We had no additional business tax exemption reports, and because of the way we structured our bylaw back in 2019, the current ones in place are in place for 10 years, so we do not have to renew them until 2029. So this report is for information only.
Okay. Any questions? No?
Sounds good.
Okay.
So moved.
Okay. Moved by Councilor Gould,
Second.
Lewis, all in favor? Carried.
Please take care.
Reserve transfer to climate action amenity. Want to explain this one?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. So, staff is proposing that we take $126,164,000 from the Climate Action Reserve to the Future Amenity Reserve to help supplement the arena improvement project. As council remembers, back in 2023, the original quote we had for the arena project, so to replace the roof, to get the electronic ice resurfacer, the electronic ice edger, and the solar panels, came in significantly over budget. The roof, the consultant we had, basically missed the estimate on that, and we were over budget to the tune of north of $1 million on the actual project. At the time, council decided to use a future amenity fund to supplement the project, and the project carried on under the new financial terms. In 2022, the province of British Columbia redid a program that was called CAREP, which essentially was the climate, it reimbursed the town for any taxes paid on fuel, with the intent of using the towns to use those funds for climate purposes or general revenue. In 2022, the province revamped the program, renamed it, so now it's the LGCAP, Local Government Climate Action Program, which the purpose of the funds is to assist the municipality to meet its climate action targets. We have 5 years of funding that has been put into reserve. We have not had a eligible capital project that council has specifically picked the funding to go to, and the 2022 and 2023 funding has lapsed as of March of 2025. Having said that, the Arena Improvement Project meets the terms of the reserve, and the province has allowed us to allocate the 2022 and 2023 funding to a project that meets its targets, even though we are after March 2025, as opposed to having to reimburse the province for their cost of the first 2 years of the LGCAP program. So I am asking council to allocate that funding so I can report back to the province that we have used it for an eligible project, and taking that funding and reimbursing the Future Amenity Fund where those funds were taken of for the overage.
You got the go-ahead from
Yes.
the government on
Yeah.
that?
I have approval from the climate action secretary on it.
Okay. Because I know that's one of the requirements under that. Questions? Yep.
So the question would be, we haven't received it yet, you're just,
Oh, no, we got that. It's
Oh,
been
we-
sitting in the bank
Yeah.
for ages.
oh,
Yeah. It's been sitting in the bank for about 5 years, 2022.
but why would they
4
say
years.
it had lapsed? You'd said that it had
Because the funding, the funding for 2022 and 2023 needs to be used by March 2025.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's been sitting there.
Because the
now.
project was completed in 2024, it's eligible.
Okay, you're just gonna allocate it to that program.
Correct.
And then reimburse the future. Okay,
Absolutely.
I'm good with that. Thank you.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Louis.
Second.
All in favor? Carried. Next one, 6.5, is contract. Gary, get you to talk about it. I'm trying to read it as we, because I've just seen it now.
All right, thank
Hey,
you.
thanks for coming. We're gonna be done.
You get a lawyer on the phone finally? You don't hang up.
Nope, you don't. Go ahead, Dave.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is a follow-up to earlier report from July 2nd in regards to social media marketing contract with Luke McBain for the sum of, for a 12-month period for the sum of $5,500 plus tax per month as part of the Economic Development and Tourism Marketing Strategy. This is a contract that's been added, had some things added, some clarifications that were requested. Pretty much everything else is the same in regards to what the deliverables are. It's a big part of our annual marketing budget and drives a lot of traffic and success to our program. It's an integral part of our marketing strategy, and I'm looking for council to approve the mayor and CEO to sign this 12-month contract, and there's an option for a 1-year renewal on there as well.
Anybody has any questions, jump in. I want to finish reading this.
Question, so we just got this afternoon, no time to review the contract. Why was this not done as a request for proposal?
It was done as a request for proposal before you guys were voted in.
Okay,
I've-
so,
We've been working with Luke McBain for going on 8 years.
and then it wasn't done as a contract until now you're doing it
That's
as a
correct.
contract. So it's not going out for tender again?
No.
After
This
how
is-
many years?
This is a 1-year
6
contract.
years?
Yeah.
So does that fall within the purchasing policy to not
Well,
tender
it's a
again?
difficult thing because once you engage somebody, like they accumulate a bunch of data, they accumulate a bunch of information, and you know it's kind of they're the exclusive supplier of that for you. So it's difficult to introduce someone new. I mean, this is a 1-year contract with the option for a 1-year renewal, but at that point, if council decides they're not happy with the service provider, then they can put it up for proposal. But if council is happy, then my recommendation is you just keep on going. So,
Like if we have contracts that, so in 6 years or 7 years now?
8.
It's been since I've been here.
Right, so do we not usually retender?
as I said, it's a difficult service,
to
right?
renegotiate.
So if I may, can I step in here? If we re-tender this, we'll be paying minimum 3 times. We get a legacy price on this because of our long-standing relationship. I've gotten quotes from other companies just to compare it. This isn't even close. Companies we're looking at for doing the equivalent amount of work that we get done by his company are easily 3 times the amount.
So you have done.
And then we're also talking, we're dealing with some technology that is unique to them, that's not being duplicated right now. So in my opinion, it would be a big mistake to try and find someone to do this, because financially it wouldn't be feasible,
It would which, be triple?
at minimum.
Okay, so in here, how do, so you have to excuse me because I'm trying to catch up on all of this. The data that he currently holds, have we asked a number of times for us to get an actual copy of that?
I have a terabyte in my drawer.
He said there was 20.
Well, the question is, where do we want to put it? Because if we put it on our server,
Well,
we won't run anymore. So we have to offer him to buy, we have to buy,
No, we can go buy hard drives. James can pick up hard drives.
yeah, that can easily be done.
So we have them, like, I mean, again, like, I just finished putting together 9 out of the 10 packages. I have zero images that we actually have taken or own, and that's why I've been asking for copies of this stuff so that we have access to it. We can't do any internal work because none of this is accessible to us.
So we can make that available on hard drives.
So that was originally in the original version of the contract. I don't see it in here, so that's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, we own that property, like that, we own the images, we have access to it.
So
He's actually working on a system where we'll be able to cloud-base that and pull it out, so it'll be easier to access for everybody, as opposed to having it on hard drives. Hard drives will be problematic if we're passing them around or doing whatever, but
yeah,
it can be done.
I understand that as well. We can also attach those to our server as something we can access through, like the what's the drive you guys use?
What's that, sorry?
The drive that everybody uses on the internal
Oh, the PC Common Drive.
PC common. We can add those as a section that
Yeah.
aren't on the cloud and they're not being forced onto the server, but accessible by the server. Okay.
So, Mr. Mayor, have you had a chance before, or the CAO to review the contract?
The CAO does.
Yeah.
I just got it today.
So I've reviewed it, and a number of the other staff, Carrie and James, have reviewed it. We've gone back and forth. We tweaked it a little bit, and Luke McBain has also had his lawyer look at it and whatever. And this is the final product that we've come up with.
It's just, cause it's, just given that I got my agenda yesterday
Yeah.
again to make sure
Yeah,
that
it
there
was
wasn't any additions.
something that I thought we could wait, but I know council had a deadline that they wanted this done by, and Gary's going to be gone for the next council meeting, so which would have put it a month away, and I thought we should maybe bring this before council before then. So
Well, I didn't bring my glasses, so personally I can barely read it at arm's length, so
yeah,
I would be more comfortable if there was time to review it and to have discussions, like even your questions there, to defer it, right, and or have discussions in camera about a contract.
sure. It's at council's wishes. So.
So you guys,
That's my feeling.
we would have to,
Because we are still agreed to go month to month until.
No, we agreed to 1 month.
1 month, and so we're actually
Oh, we're
past
well
that,
past
that
that. I
deadline.
agreed,
Yeah.
I thought it was we agreed.
No,
Yeah.
it was 1 month that you guys, was the motion was for 1 month.
I think, if you went over it and you went over it, I think, that's good for me. I'd make the motion to pass it.
Anybody else? Is there a seconder? Conversation about the motion. I've gone over it. I wrote most of the original stuff based off of old contracts that we had, so there isn't that much different. I just couldn't find that one section. And then he's put in the stuff that I wanted over the flag operations, so that's good. And I don't have any other concerns right now. It is for a 1 year. It is for a 1 year period, so that this goes until the this time next year.
And then it clearly then outlines that all material created by him previously and to date and going forward is the property of the town
Yeah.
of Princeton.
That's right.
And he retains the
I can't
rights to
see
use
that
it,
in there.
so it isn't.
Yeah, except the intellectual property, that's his, obviously, but,
Anything he's created for us belongs
Yeah.
to us. And he is proprietary,
yeah.
whatever it is. I'm okay with it. All in favor? Opposed? It's carried. Motion, updates from council. Councilor McLean, you were last one here, so you get to go first.
Where would I begin? I don't know, in terms of what's been going on in the community, it just seems like week after week after week, we have events and things happening. And as far as I'm concerned, the only thing I would add is, as I said before, music is a great addition to all the stuff we have going for us now in terms of tourism attractions and all that sort of thing. Just the more we can add music in any form, kind of thing, to me is an addition. So I just kudos to Nadine and all the work that's been done in terms of making things happen. And I look forward to the because I had been in discussions with the fellow one of the main fellows who ran the young rodeo in Merritt. And he said it was a tremendous amount of work, like a ton of work. And so to see that our rodeo committee is going ahead and going to take that on, it's going to be another benefit to the town of Princeton. There's a lot of people hanging around and checking in with all our businesses and everything else. Just a positive.
Yeah, same as Randy. I agree with everything, and hockey's back. Fosse's here, man. You didn't even mention him.
I had to leave you something. I had to leave you something.
That's right. That's right.
Councilor Gould.
I have nothing to report, Mr. Mayor.
Since the last meeting, we after the last council meeting, we were in Suyas for a RDOS meeting, which was nice. We kind of kicked that off with the first out of Penticton meeting being in Princeton during mining days, and then so this one was in Suyas. I'm not sure where we're going next, but the CAO has committed to trying to move the regional district meetings around the regional district. So it's nice because everybody gets to finally see where we live instead of always having to go to Penticton. Let's see what else. We have the committee of the whole. Sorry, there's just been a lot going on. On the 11th, I had a meeting with Minister Gibson, sorry. She is the Minister for Innovation for the province. I wrote a letter to her asking about the grant that the province gave to Rogers Communications. They gave them a grant when they were going to do the Highway 3 cellular upgrade, and then a couple months ago, Rogers said they were going to follow through on that project, which is the third time I believe that we have lost a Highway 3 corridor completion. So I wrote a letter to them asking, does that mean the money's gone, or is the money still there, or what's the deal? And I got a email back, and then I got a request to have a meeting with them, so we had a meeting, and we discussed the situation, and there was a Minister Anderson was there as well, so we had 2 ministers in the meeting. Unfortunately, it looks like there is nobody going to put in any new upgrades to the Highway 3 corridor, which is not good news, but the province is looking at alternatives on how they can try to do it. It's a complicated thing, because technically self-service is covered by the federal government, not by the provincial government, so the provincial government's kind of taken a foray into the federal world to try to get connectivity, but right now it's dead in the water until a new solution can come up. And of course, Rogers is using Starlink now on some of their phones, but it's only text-based, which means there's no 911 service. So it's hopefully something will change. Then I was in a meeting about Know Before You Go travel portal. So something with the FIFA coming to British Columbia, the World Cup, they have a new portal for travelers that they're going to be pushing out, that anybody who's coming to BC, you can just, or North America, you can go to this thing and it tells you all the travel requirements to get into that thing. Today I had an SVPS meeting. Been working all week on the reports for the ministers for next week at UBCM. And yesterday we had healthcare steering committee, and happy to say we have 2 new doctors in town. We have 2 locums coming in to cover some of the others, and we are doing fairly good at our everything else. So that's a good start. So, I think that's the big stuff. And I had a phone conversation with our MLA on Friday. So,
I thought you might mention the fact that we have 10 minister meetings at our UBCM. Keeping in mind that those meetings are the one chance that we get to go face to face with requests for grants and funding and money and support and everything else. My son is involved with the Chase municipality, worked like the devil, and got 3 minister appointments. And they're just about the same size as us. So, kudos to you for the work that you've done in terms of getting us in front of them. It's up to us now to make something happen. But.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but we've been fairly successful on getting meetings, not just at UBCM, but in, like the meeting last week, they specifically said they wanted to meet with me prior to UBCM, the minister, on Friday or Thursday last week, and then I also had a phone call from 2 other ministers in the last 2 weeks on other topics. So it's, we do have a fairly good working relationship with the province, and we like to keep it that way. So I got nothing else. If there's nothing else from council, I'll ask for a meeting or a motion to adjourn. Thank you, Councilor Gould. Second Willis, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. With that, we are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Not one motion there, Randy. We're even.